Ingrid. Hi, Diane. This is try number 2. Everyone should be here shortly. Am I echoing? Can anyone hear me correctly? I hope. Sounds good now. Well, that's good. Okay, boy, that light is bright. Yikes. That's a bright light. Awesome. Now, the weird thing is I didn't do anything different. I got the stream key. I went to OBS. I didn't change anything. I didn't touch anything. So if I were more technologically advanced, I might have known how to fix that, but I apologize. So good morning again to everyone. I won't go through everyone's names again, but it's good to see you all here. I guess I can't do without the lights. I was hoping you guys could see my lights in behind, but they're not showing up all that well. It would have to be really dark in here. All honor, everyone will be back. Everyone will find me. We just have to give it a few minutes. So good morning, Paula, Honor, Kimberly, Beverly, Diane, Ingrid, Lisa Marie, Jan, Lynn, everyone, Ingrid. It's so good to see everyone here. So I'm not sure when everyone will be here, but hopefully soon. Hopefully soon. I'm excited because, thank you, Honor. I kind of found another set of little Christmas tree lights. Oh, did you guys see? I think I had this done the other day, but I don't know if anyone saw it. I changed my letterboard. What happened, Honor? Don't tell me I'm echoing again. Oh, you can see the lights, Jan. That's awesome. Hey, Adam. Good to see you. I was thinking of you this morning. I'm sorry I haven't been in touch because I've been busy. I think you've been busy with posting every day too. Thank you for dropping in. Kimberly, that's odd. That's really odd. Okay, Honor. Oh, okay, because you said no, all the other Maries, so I thought I was echoing again. Thank you, Paula. And Honor. Ingrid. Hi, Tracy. Okay, well, we're going to get right into it. So the first order of business is, remember, this is the first Wednesday of the month. Change your sewing needle if you haven't done so. Oh, I see, Honor. Okay, thank you. I'll check that out in a little while. Okay, you freaked me out there. Okay, change your sewing machine needle and clean your sewing machine. Lift those little screws, dust that out. You know you're sewing more for the holidays, and it has to be done at least once a month. Adam, I would never do that. I've taken on too much already, sweetheart, so I know what you mean. I'm sorry. I wish I could help you with that. I really do. Okay, secondly, I've got a nice tin full of paper. Can you hear it? That's everyone's names for drawing. Oops, and I dropped one. How about the one that dropped is the one I've drawn for the creative word of the day? Is everyone good with that? And wash your hands. Adam, I just got over being sick for 4 weeks, and I'm a stringent hand washer. Well, hello. Crafting with Lisa Marie. All right, let's see. Who's our creative word of the day winner? Because the name fell on the floor. I haven't looked yet. All right, good. No echo. Is everyone ready? Ah, she was here before. I hope she's here now. Linda Faust is our winner. Oh, there she is. She just came on. What timing is that? She just put yes. Linda Faust, congratulations. You are our winner. for the creative word of the day for the month of December, and I have something holiday related for you. So you just need to message me over on the Facebook group if you're a member there, or email me at mariescrappycreations@yahoo.com. Make sure there's 2 S's, Marie's and then Scrappy. But if you're on the Facebook group, it's just as easy to private message me your mailing information so I can get that out to you. Congratulations to Linda Faust. So, speaking of creative words and such, I made a boo-boo. You're welcome, Linda. Thank you. I really appreciate that so many people play along in the comment section. And I was thinking this morning when I was finishing, because I had to finish the last 2 videos worth writing the names down because I got a little bit behind, to be honest with you. I got behind, so I was thinking, I wonder how long it will be before we get a repeat. Because with the number of people, because there's been, 10 drawings so far. So at some point, there's a possibility that it could repeat. So, that's all right. I don't have there's nothing wrong with that. And thank you. I saw someone notice that tin. I've had it since the early 90s, and I don't remember where I got it from. Oh, I got it from my mother because she got it at a discount store for 99 cents, and that's one in her area, and I remember now that she gave it to me. So I went downstairs and nabbed it to use it for this today because I had them in a plastic gallon Ziploc bag, and that just wasn't cute and Christmassy. Okay, so we're going to get right to it. I have some things. So the creative word of the day, mishap. Now let me tell you guys, I've said many times, I don't script my videos. The only thing I might do is write down a list, like on a Wednesday, of things that I want to cover, subjects. It might just be a word or 2 that I write down. And other than that, I am a winger. I wing everything in my life. I don't care whether I'm cooking, cleaning, sewing, crocheting, knitting, whatever. I'm winging it. Living on prayer, as they say. That's just how it is. So when I made last Sunday's tutorial, I just chat because that's what I do. My mouth is always going, as you guys know. You could ask my husband. It's true. It's true. Yes, Honor, it is a cute shape, isn't it? Okay, so during the video for the towel scarf, the little kitchen scarf that had the towels on each end. Yeah, I have to do the hand motions for you to understand, right? Okay, during that, I said something. Now, 2 commenters, 2 subscribers in the comment section said, you gave 2 creative word of the days. And I thought, what? What? Because I have a terrible memory, and I'll be the first one to admit it. I have a terrible memory. So I had to go back and listen to it. And I didn't catch it. So I thought, now 2 people telling me the same thing, they're right. I know they're right. So I went back and I listened a second time, and I caught it. So it was the phrase I used. As I was ironing, I said, you want a crisp seam. Crisp being the word of the day, meaning as the turn of phrase being, I don't know. I didn't mean it as the creative word of the day, but because I said it, anyone who used the word crisp or the other one, which was actually the creative word of the day and not my dummy word, was my dummy on me, I mean, not anyone else. So it took me 2 times of hearing it, but you guys have a good ear and a good eye, so thank you for that. You need one of your fabric boxes for the drawings. That's a good idea. You'd think I'd do that, wouldn't you, Diane? You'd think I'd do that. Thank you, Honor, for the reminder on the button, hitting the like button. I appreciate everyone who does. Peggy Lee, I made your fabric box last night to give in the Secret Santa today. Well, I hope they like it. Those boxes, I love those boxes. I love them. And I'm so glad that they've been really popular. Sherry, yes you did, but I went with the last one. Yeah. Okay, so I haven't given the creative word for today yet, but in last week's video I gave 2. So either one, your name was in there, just saying, you know. That was my turn of phrase when I said crisp is the word of the day. I didn't mean the creative word of the day, but I wasn't hearing myself. Again, I was just chatting. Okay, I told you guys last week I would give you the dates for our Christmas party. So, excuse me. We are having 2 Christmas parties because I am trying to include as many people in as many different time zones as is possible. So I will be announcing these on the group. They're going to take place on Zoom. They will not be on YouTube. Anyone outside of the Zoom meeting is not going to see you, put it that way. And you can get up to 100 people in my Zoom room. So the first pajama Christmas party, Kimberly, I made 8 boxes. Nancy's catching up to you, Kimberly. The first Zoom room Christmas pajama party is going to be Saturday, December 17th at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Hi, Kathy. And I will, like I said, I will make a post about these. The second Zoom room pajama Christmas party is going to be the following morning, Sunday the 18th at 5 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So, if you're in, say, Australia, my second party will be at 8 p.m. your time. But that's the earliest I could do it because there's no way that I'm going to get up any earlier than 3 a.m. I love you guys dearly, but it's not happening any sooner than that. So I will announce these. So again, Saturday the 17th at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time and Sunday the 18th at 5 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Good morning, Terry. So for this pajama party, you're going to need pajamas, whatever. You can just put on a Christmassy top or whatever if you want. I'm not going to say that there aren't going to be games. Hello, Maria Elena. So you're going to need your pajamas, and of course I invite you to bring your coffee, tea, hot cocoa, glass of water, whatever it is you like to have to drink for a Christmas party. I'll just leave it at that. It's up to your own discretion. One will be nighttime for at least me. And you're going to need a pad of paper and either a pen or a marker because there's going to be games and we're going to be in a Zoom room and you're going to be able to see, kind of like what you can see with me, and you'll be able to hold up a piece of paper like this with an answer on it, okay? So pajamas, whatever you want to have, hot cocoa, coffee, whatever. A pad of paper and either a marker or a pen, something that will show up well. And that's all you need to take part in our pajama Christmas party. Let's see. Kimberly says, made one for me and the rest are Christmas gifts. Kimberly, let me ask you, do you have any idea how you're going to wrap those? I wanted to make some to mail, but then I'd have to flatten them and I really don't know. But I will say that this weekend's tutorial is something that you guys can wrap gifts in, and it's made from fabric. Kathy, so Eastern Standard Time, just stay in pajamas Saturday night and be ready for Sunday morning. You've got it, kid. You've got it. Kimberly's excited for the pajama party. Crafting with Lisa Marie sounds like fun. Good morning, Terry G. Hi, Rhonda from Oklahoma. Thank you, Linda, for sending that. I appreciate that. I have some boxes I need to get in the mail. Someone asked me about that. They missed this. I'm not going to take the top one. I have earrings and such in it. Someone just a couple weeks ago said, what are these boxes you're talking about? And I said, I'll try to remember to show them. So in case you were the person who wondered, my husband made these boxes. Now I have Terry, Laura, and one other lady who wanted them, and we were mailing them out like clockwork, and then we ran out of boxes. And you can't put these in a bag because they're going to get crushed. So my husband told me that he thinks he has enough boxes that we can start mailing those out. So I think so, Maria Elena. I think it's going to be fun. I just need to learn how to run Zoom. So in between now and then, we need to figure out, I need to figure out, I'm going to nab a few of you, and I'm going to say I'm having a private Zoom party to try it. And it really won't be a party. It'll just be, I'll make sure I could learn how to admit people and go in and out. Okay, Kimberly, you're putting them in gift bags. See, ones that I would have to do, I'd have to mail, and that makes them a little bit tougher. They'll be filled with goodies. I bet they will. Hi, Betty. Just ignore the post I made on Facebook. I found it now. Well, good. Don, I would have serious bedhead at 5 a.m. Yeah, so what I'm going to do is anyone who can make it to the Saturday evening, who's in a time zone where that is a good time for you, I invite you to that one. Any of you who are in other parts of the world where the 5 a.m. one would be your nighttime, I invite you to that one. Of course, yes, you could cross over. I am going to have prizes. They're not going to be big prizes. They're just going to be simple, small things that can fit in an envelope. I'm not going for anything big because I'm afraid of mailing costs and I'm still a small channel. But I figured it's all about the fun we have and not so much the end prize result as the laughter. Okay, so there was that. Now, the only other thing that I mentioned last week that I wanted to take care of, thank you everyone for, I would like all those groups listed. Thank you to my moderators. I appreciate you guys, you girls, for what you do. I appreciate you dropping the links for everyone. We want to build up everyone's groups and channels. Okay, speaking of moderators, I am going to be having a live sale Monday, December 12th at noontime, Eastern Standard Time. And again, I will post about this on the Facebook group. I'm going to need some moderators to help me on that day, so I'm going to ask for a few volunteers, and that would help me with, you know, like say I hold something up and Kimberly says, oh, I have to have that. They're going to write down her name while I am putting up another item, or so on and so forth. I'm going to need a few mods to help me keep my let me see, everything together, I guess, for lack of a better term. So that will be Monday the 12th. And mostly what I have is items that are left over from my craft fair sale. There's a lot of the open wide zippered bags. There are key fobs. There are little zippered coin purses. I'm trying to think of what else there is. There's a lot of small things. Oh, absolutely, Lisa Marie. Go ahead, drop your Facebook group link. Go right ahead. The more the merrier. Terry, are you on the Facebook group? Email you a reminder. There goes my memory thing again. Let me see. Email. And I have your email, Terry? I probably do. Email Terry, reminder, sale. Okay. Hi, Lucy. How you doing? Okay, so. Oh, thank you, Lisa Marie. Go right ahead and share. Yes. Anyone who has a group or a channel, drop your link. Go right ahead. Anytime I have a live stream and you have a group or a YouTube channel, drop it right in there. You don't even need to ask me. If I'm live, you can drop it. Let me see. What was I going to say? Yeah, the group. The Facebook group is getting a bit overwhelming. Terry says, I am putting it in my phone alarm. Do I have it right? December 12th, noontime Eastern Standard Time. Okay, there are a lot of people on my Facebook group, and that's not necessarily a bad thing, yet in other ways it can be, because a lot of them, oh, thank you, Honor, I appreciate that. A lot of people do not post. They've joined, they've never commented, they've never clicked like, and the spammers were quickly removed, and I have also been not allowing everyone who asks anymore. If they don't answer the questions, and then I go to their profile and I check them out, and if it doesn't look valid, they don't get in. Of course, some scammers get by. This morning, someone tried to get in, and it said that they were in 3 groups that I'm in, which was like Quilting with Pat Sloan and Brenda's group or something. Anyway, there were 3 groups. And it said they had some friends, like 45 friends or something. And then when I clicked them, let's just say their picture didn't match with the description at all. Red flags everywhere. So I decline. And I think what I'm going to do, not that I need anyone's permission, but I'm just kind of throwing this out there for you guys. After the first of the year, when things settle down, I think what I'm going to do is start deleting members who don't take part. Good morning, Patty. Because it's difficult enough to keep on top of the group, but when we have a lot of people that I don't know if they're spammers just waiting to pounce or whatever, you know. And the other thing about the group is I tried once a week welcoming new members and saying, if you're a member here, a lot of what you see is based on my videos over on YouTube at Marie Scrappy Creations. There are still a lot of people asking you guys who are posting things. They're saying, where'd you get these patterns? Where'd you get these? So people are missing it. And I understand that that happens. But it didn't slow it down when I was posting every Monday for people to understand that my group went along with the YouTube channel. So I'm kind of at my wit's end with that, and I'm really, the rules, I didn't think they were difficult, and let me say thank you. The most of you are very understanding and you follow the group rules, and I do appreciate that. But I have only ever booted one person for breaking rules, and that was because it was excessive, and then they got very mouthy with me, very nasty with me, and so I booted them. It wasn't something I wanted to do, but you know, it was just one of those things. And I just want to say, most of you follow all the rules. Not that there's a lot of rules. I just said no hate speech, no politics, religion, prayer requests, all that, because people get fighting about things like that. And the only other thing I said was no selling, buying or selling. Because if I could buy or sell on my group, I wouldn't be having a live sale. I just do it on my Facebook group. But it kept it simple that way. But anyway, I want to thank you guys who are always doing the best you can do. And I realize, I'm going to say first up, I'm in a lot of groups. I realize that it's hard to remember the rules of all the groups, so I appreciate the effort anyway, so I just wanted to say that. Good morning. Mona did what? She's been sick, so hopefully you're feeling a lot better. Patty, thank you everyone for commenting on my charity stocking treat. Well, that was amazing. That just goes without saying. That was amazing, Patty. Thank you, Terry, for dropping that link. Okay, so this week I got out these snowman prints, and I think I'm going to work with those this week. Although I did start these, they're just my basic pot holders with the coffee fabric. This one I bought at Martin's this week with the coffee cups, and this one I had, and it just says like latte, Viennese, full city roast, organic, mocha, French roast, all that all over it. But I have a family member and their kitchen is all coffee, so I'm going to do that. And I thought about appliquing a coffee cup out of a different fabric into the center, possibly. I'm not really sure. But I also found a towel that matches because it's got 2 shades of brown. And I'm going to do 2 hanging towels from that. And, oops. Okay, yeah, just to clarify, Linda, That's fine if you don't comment. Just once in a great while, just say pretty or click like or something to let me know that you want to be active in the group. That will keep you in. The only people I'm going to boot is people who have been here who have never clicked, commented, or anything like that, because it's hard to know who they are, and I don't always remember everyone's name. So. Okay, Terry, thank you. I will check you off my list. Thank you for that. One less thing to do. Good morning, Rhonda from Minnesota. Do you have snow? Our snow in Maine is all gone. It's pouring rain this morning, and I'm not sure why. Donna, good morning. Oh, I'm glad you like the scarves. Glad you like the scarves. This weekend, I have a tutorial. Actually, I have a few tutorials, so I might be trying to do a bonus video here and there before Christmas. I can't guarantee, but I have a few little items, and they're not really long items, so I thought it might be kind of a Christmas present to give you guys some extra Christmas ideas. So, yeah. Let's see. Good morning, Mary. I'm doing well. I hope you are too. Thank you, Mona Did What. I appreciate that. They're just a basic pot holder, but I like it because, you know, you get to quilt everything down and, you know, do all that. Thank you, Julie. I thought it worked out perfectly. I went to go look for something with coffee on, like a coffee cup or something on it, and I'm like, no, that's just perfect. That's just perfect. Hi, Brenda. How are you? Thank you, Diane. I appreciate it. Thank you, Linda. Like I said, all you need to do is just once in a great while, just put cute or whatever you think about someone's comment or post or something. Mona Did What? Are you booting off Facebook or YouTube? Facebook. I have thousands of members who've never commented ever. And at this point, because I've had some issues lately, which I won't get into right now, I want to make sure that everyone who is there wants to be there and wants to participate in the group, you know, and see the things. And I also want to say thank you to everyone on the group who has more fortitude, for lack of a better term, than I do, to keep. A lot of times people will repeatedly ask, where did this pattern come from? Because, as I've said so many times, they don't understand that I have a YouTube channel. They think I am just a Facebook group, so they don't understand where all the projects are coming from. So thank you to those of you who are saying where you're getting them from and all that. Okay, let me see. I have to love the coffee prints, Paula says. I'm a coffee drinker. I'm actually not, but, you know, I love the prints. Of course, I love the smell of coffee, too. Thank you, Rhonda. Yeah. Brenda, thank you. I'm glad you enjoy my content. I'm glad you do. Maria Elena, will you publish? Where will you publish the info? It will be on the Facebook group. I don't know if you're a member over there or not, but you go to Facebook and it's called Marie's Scrappy Creations. But I can also make a post on YouTube. That's something I can do. I don't know if I want to, though, because if I do it there and I give the password, then I'm going to get people that are not members of my channel. That's the only bad thing. So it will be on the Facebook group. Thank you, Terry, for the reminder, for the thumbs up. Love my crafts. Hi from Rhode Island. Rainy and warm here. It is the same thing here. And my great-grandmother was born, or my grandmother was born in Rhode Island, because my great-grandparents were there because of a job or something, and then they moved back to Maine. Anyway, not that that was a useful tidbit for you, but memory lane. Kimberly, minus 13 here this morning. Yeah, that would normally be our weather, and I can't remember what it was when I woke up. Let me see what the temperature is right now. 36 degrees. Rhonda, yes, whoops, skipped again. Light snow today, all morning, and yesterday off and on. Well, lucky you. We do not have it yet, and I'm excited. Well, we had snow. We had it, and then it warmed up because everything is just so strange. Yes, Terry, it is a mini quilt, and no matter how simple they are, they turn out cute, and I always like to applique things, even just simple things on them. It gives you a good feeling of accomplishment. Yes, Maria Elena, you will need a password to join. You definitely will. I'll probably keep it easy. I think what we're going to do is the word scrappy, I think is what we're going to use. I'm glad you'll be there. Terry G says thumbs up and a heart. Terry's having her coffee right now. I'm having my water. Let's see. That's a good idea, Lisa Maria. I probably will be doing something like that. There's just so many. There's just so many. I don't even know how to, because the only way for me to go through is to go through and click on each name and see their activity. So that's a lot of work all by itself. So it's going to take me some time, but thank you for that. And then Betty says, I'm doing coffee as well, just finished making a big breakfast. Terry G also having coffee right now. Lisa Marie Esposito, born in Rhode Island. Yeah, lived in Durham, Maine back in the 70s. Well, that's cool. Honor says, we are in the crazy 70s here. Had to run the AC in December. I can't imagine. Hello, Dolores. How are you? Glad you could join us. Pamela. Hi, Marie. Sorry I'm late. Just got home. It's freezing outside. Snow on the fields here in the Lake District in England. Now, isn't that kind of odd to have snow there, or is that normal? I could be wrong. Terry G. 38 and foggy in the suburbs of Chicago. Terry 58, have 2 fans on because it's feast or famine here with the heat. That's us. We have a fan on almost all year long. Oh no, Brenda, you're fine on YouTube. I'm talking about the Facebook group. That's fine. It's just on the Facebook group. If people aren't taking part in it, if I don't know them, like if I know someone's name from YouTube and they're on the group and they haven't said anything and I can remember their name from the chat, I'm not going to boot them. This is going to be people who I don't know who they are and they've never commented or anything like that. Jan says, I'm back. Yay. We're glad you're back. Raining here in South Portland. I'm making your baskets. I've made 8 of them. Well, good. That's good. Lisa, hey. Good morning. She says, apology for lateness, not feeling well, and went to sleep. Well, you need the rest when you're sick. Oh, and to go back up, Mona did what? You said your fever was gone, and I meant to reply to that. I'm glad that went. I certainly hope you don't have what I had, because it took me 4 weeks. I'm only on day 5 or 6 of the sore throat being completely gone, and that was well over 4 weeks. So I really hope you get all the rest, guys. Anyone who is sick, rest in fluids, and repeat. I'm Dr. Marie today. Crazy warm in Ohio for the past 2 days. Yeah, Lisa Marie. Crafting with Lisa Marie says that's an enormous task to go through each member. It is. That's why there's only some of them I'm going to do it with. So, you know, I'm just not sure how I'm going to do it. But something has to change. Yeah, I think that is going to happen. That they have to comment to remain in the group. Paula Smith, I'm in Lawrenceville, Georgia, rain and fog, heading to the kitchen to make a big breakfast. Are you making it for all of us, Paula? Come on. It's not too late, right? And Dolores says she's fine. That's good to hear. Warm and raining where she is. That's awesome. And Julie Quilts, thank you for subscribing. Now, Julie, do you have a Facebook group or a YouTube channel you'd like to drop a link to? If you do, please just put it right down in the box for everyone to see. All right, that's awesome. 70 degrees, says Beverly, is a high today of 77. And Crafting with Lisa Marie, 56 on Long Island. Love my crafts. Can't wait to make boxes. I need something to put my fabric and scraps in. Made a couple of star ornaments. That's awesome. Vicki Ames, I love your show. Thank you. I'm glad you like my content. Mona, it's going to be 50 today. Let me see. The fells are what we call the mountains here. Oh, interesting. Really heavy frost, but possible snow end of this week coming from the Arctic. Well, thank you. That's interesting. I always love to learn new things, and fells is not a word. I thought you meant fields, so I apologize. Kathy Walcott, hazelnut coffee's my new favorite. My husband doesn't like it, so I get the whole pot. She made 2 baskets, keeping them for herself. Well, good morning. Guess who, Nancy? No more chemo. Only Keytruda every 3 weeks and back to the doctor in 6. We're all very happy to hear that. Thank you so much for sharing that. I'm sure this whole thing has not been easy. Aunt Di, I want to try to make one of the baskets after Christmas. Well, you've been busy, girl. You've had a lot going on. Did you guys see Diane's Grinch tree she posted on the group this morning? It's got the Grinch's bum sticking out like he's dug into the tree there, and there's gifts everywhere. Okay, Kimberly, I hope you have an awesome day. Thank you so much for dropping by and hanging out with us. Beverly, can't wait to try the baskets and the zippered tote bags, but I'm so very busy getting Christmas presents done. I understand that. Okay, I'm almost caught up. Oh, Betty Weaver, 47 in Southeast Missouri. Awesome. Good to know. I really do. I love hearing what the weather is and everything everywhere. I picture what you guys are dealing with and everything. I wanted to say, whoops, and then I go and forget. Oh, there we go. Between now and Christmas, I'm going to do the best I can do to be on the Facebook group and reply to YouTube comments when and where I can. But I know you guys understand that on top of my usually busy time with YouTube and Facebook group, I also have Christmas to do. The only decorating we have done is behind me. That's it. My husband put the lights up in our windows, but we don't have our tree up. I don't have my shelves decorated, my garland, my lights. I don't have any of that done. So I have that to do. And I also have a lot of Christmas gifts to make. And then, of course, I want to put out some videos for you guys for last minute Christmas gifts. I have some ideas. And like I said, this weekend's is kind of, you could give it as a gift or you could wrap a gift in it. So, let's see. Terry, what's the deal with the sewing machine? I have no idea. Would you like to know what it's doing now? It's just a joyful machine. Yesterday or the day before? Anyway, I turned it on in the morning. You know how normally it goes to a straight stitch, number 1. It's normally what it starts off on when you turn on a computerized machine. So I take my piece of fabric and I lay it there and I start going zing, and I look and it's zigzag on a straight stitch setting. So it's showing stitch number 1, straight stitch with a 2.5 millimeter stitch length, and it's zigzagging. So I have found that if I shut it off and unplug it, sometimes that will reset it. Other times I found I have better luck if I leave the power on and just unplug it with the power on, and then shut the power off, plug it back in, but I have to wait about 10 minutes. So I will be glad when it's gone. So what I'm hoping is with Christmas coming, I'll have gift certificates from the kids for Amazon, and I'm going to have this live sale, and I have a little bit of money put aside, and so I'm hoping for a new machine after Christmas. So for right now, I just have to keep resetting it when it does that, and that's the best I can do. So yeah, it's kind of like a paperweight. No, it is usable, but I have to mess with it. Because like during last week's tutorial on Sunday, I said, I'll go sew that up and I'll meet you right back at the table. Well, by the time I got back to editing, my camera had shut off because 4 times I had to unplug that thing to get it to do a straight stitch. So I'm thinking, I came back and I said, that just took a minute or something like that. And I was being sarcastic because you guys had no idea what I went through on that sewing machine. So that's a good idea, Maria Elena, because I had said I might applique in the center of here so I could put a matching one on the towel. That is a great idea. Thank you. Yes, Dolores, it is in the process of dying, and it's 10 months old. Not quite 10 months old, but it got dropped. And these computerized machines, they just can't take it. The thing is it worked perfectly for 2 months after it dropped. Nothing happened to it that way. So I really wonder if it was that. And then the other thing it's doing is it's telling me that there's a thread error, a top thread error. It's saying it's caught, and there is no thread caught. I've changed threads, I've changed bobbins, I've tried. If you guys knew all the stuff I went through, it's just crazy. So yeah, it's crazy. Let's see. Terry, resetting it like the cable boxes. Similar to that. Mona did what? I have a brand new Janome you can have. Shipping. Oh my goodness gracious. What are you doing with a new one you're not using? That's sweet of you to offer, but you're right. Shipping would probably be, I don't know. But you're so thoughtful. The Empty Nest Quilter. Hi, Marie and everyone. Well, hello to you. We're glad to see you. And if you want to drop your page or your YouTube channel down below, you go right ahead. We would love it. Terry says, I can't stand when a machine messes with me. I put them in the corner. Does a timeout work? I thought about getting out. I have a Brother CS6000i. And for any of you who have heard this before, I apologize. But if I'm sewing through something like this paw holder, it will do it. But if I sew one of just my simple tote bags and I fold over to box the corner, it stops in the middle and it won't go. Like it won't go. It doesn't matter what needle I use. It doesn't matter. It won't go. But I know people who have that same machine and they sew through thicker things. So I'm sure, there again, I got a dud, but you know, I don't know. I really don't. But I think what I need, I was chatting on YouTube in the comments section with one of you subscribers, and you said that you have the same machine I have. And, you know, problems aside, she said, you need it to do things that machine was not meant to do. And she's exactly right. Because to do wallets and purses and tote bags and stuff, a basic sewing machine is not made for that. A basic sewing machine is made for the everyday little items, you know, not the bigger sewing. So I think I need a semi-industrial. It's good to have a machine where you have decorative stitches and you have this and that. Those are great. But there's more chance of issues with them. There really is. Yeah. Okay, let me see. I know, right, Diane? I couldn't believe it. Okay, Maria Elena, either Lisa Marie or I will get to you as soon as we are done with the live stream. We will let you in. Yeah, I've heard good things about Jukies, Janomies, all that. The only thing I've ever owned is either a Brother or a Singer. In fact, someone asked, I read it this morning on the Facebook group, and they were asking what they could get for under $400. And I wasn't trying to be a fuddy-dud, but I have bought the cheaper machines my whole life because that's what I have the ability to buy. But every time there has been something. But of course, there again, I want them to do things that they weren't made to do. So, you know, I'm going to try to get caught up here. That's true, Terry. The motors aren't strong enough. But if I had my 54 Singer working, that would work for that if this one would do the decorative stitches, which is up in the air because I never know if I turn it on if I can even do a straight stitch, because now it's like its computerized brain is all messed up. If I put it on stitch number 56, I might get 23. Right? It's anyone's guess. So I have to try it out on fabric first to make sure that it's the stitch I chose, or if it's acting up. So it's really up in the air. It's just, you know. Di, I have a brother paste setter that I bought about 3 years ago, and I love it. That's awesome. That is. Shannon Henry, good morning to you. She's got the big wave. I'll wave back. With you make your bags with a Juki and vintage. Yeah, and see, that's what I'm saying. When I went to make the necessary clutch wallet, this Singer Quantum Stylist skipped, and that was when it was working correctly, skipped right over it. It would skip 2 or 3 stitches in a row. It wouldn't go through the thickness. Just wouldn't do it. There were parts of it did beautifully on, but it wouldn't go through it. So as someone who makes them, you're understanding what I mean. It just won't go through the thickness of it, unfortunately. Jan says, I have the Juki TL2010Q. It's a workhorse. Very good to know. I had someone, it was the same lady I was chatting with, that she said she has a brother, I believe it's 1500 if my memory serves me correct. So it's either a semi or an industrial, I'm not sure which. And of course, if I do get a semi-industrial, I'm going to have to get the table because you can't just set them, you know. Let's see, sounds like you have Stitch Lotto. That's a good way to put it. I like that. I like that. Yes, Terry, I know if we lived closer. And yeah, I have tried the Singer needle and the vintage Singer. I have Singer needles just exactly for that because I heard someone else say that many years ago. Lorraine, suggestion, check your thread tension area. There could be dust. Yeah, I did that. I even went through and cleaned the tension discs and all that just to be sure that it wasn't, but thank you for that. I need a beast, a vintage. Yes, Terry, I know. I know, and I have one if I could get it fixed. Good morning, Annette from British Columbia. Betty Weaver says she recently bought a Burnett B38 and she loves it. I'd have to look that up. I don't know that. You know, I don't know the model or the brand. I don't know. Do you use... Okay, see, someone told me that you can't use a semi-industrial if they'll tip or something. Of course, I have no knowledge of this, so thank you for that. Because they said, oh, if you get a semi-industrial, you have to have a table. And I was like, why? And they said, because one side of the machine has all like the motorized parts, and then they're narrow, and it will sit uneven when you sew. And I said, oh, because I don't know. I really don't. That's okay, Terry. I understand. It is frustrating because if I sew with this one, it's the lottery. And if I dig out my brother, it won't sew through the thicknesses either. So even if it will do a straight stitch, it's not going to sew through. That one won't sew through when I get the binding on my paw holders. My brother won't sew through that. So I would be back to playing around with this one. So it's just all very... We'll see. Paula, I have the Juki TL2000QI and I love it. Repaired my husband's jeans and it went right over those thick seams. Yes, and see, that's perfect. And that's what the older machines, like the 1950s and under, those, you know, earlier made machines, those will go through anything. They will sew through. They were made to do that stuff. And they are awesome. Yes, Mona, you just proved my point. I have 2 old black Singers that sew through 6 layers of vinyl, and that's the truth. Those things were made to sew everything. Yeah, Dolores says, I want the Juki. Betty, it's a step down from the Bernina. I gotcha. So's bricks. That's funny, Terry. Okay, Terry, speaking of, I hope you heard the part where we think we have boxes to send out We think we have cardboard boxes to send out the boxes, if that makes sense, because I have you and Laura and then another lady in my email, so I need to get together those boxes and mail that. I want to get those done before I do my sale on Monday the 12th. So for anyone who wasn't here earlier, I'm having my live sale of items I've sewn, and that will be on Monday the 12th at noontime Eastern Standard Time. And they were all made when my sewing machine was sewing correctly. The 2 pajama Christmas parties on Zoom will be Saturday the 17th at 6 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then the following morning, Sunday the 18th at 5 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And you will need to wear, it's a pajama party, so I encourage everyone to be comfortable in your comfy jammies or whatever. But we are dressing festively is the whole idea. I just thought pajama party sounded fun. And bring your coffee, tea, water, whatever your drink of choice is. And we're going to have prizes. Play a few games. I'm going to have some sewing there so that we can be working on something. And you're going to need to have a pen and paper so that you can play along to some of the games. I would say that a marker, a magic marker might show up better, but I'm sure a pen would work. So, because if I remember to buy a magic marker, I'd have one, but probably I won't be playing the games. All right, let's see. Jan, the Juki TL 2010 will sew through very thick layers. It's a straight stitch semi-industrial. And that's what I think I need, a semi-industrial. Terry, I'm not sure who you're talking to. Email me with the details. Raging Smirk, love my Bernina 1120 and 1130 still works 30 years later. Now those are the stories I love to hear. Right there. Want you to wait until after the sale so you can just mail everything at the same time. Oh, okay, gotcha. All right, we can do that, Terry. I can wait on that. Honor says, Marie, I will post that info to Facebook for you if you want. Which, I'm sorry. Okay, I guess. I'm sorry. I'm following so many different conversations that I get lost easily. Okay, gotcha, Terry. Yeah, I do know now what you mean. I do know now. So, for anyone wondering, for the live sale, I do Venmo and PayPal only. And my PayPal address is not mariescrappycreations@yahoo email address. So everyone kind of gets that confused because that's now my... oh, I got you, Honor. Thank you. I'm going to see about getting it switched over to that because I can't do invoices, or I don't... It says I can't do invoices without a business account, but it says to have a business account, I have to change my email address for PayPal. So if anyone knows any more about it than I do, thank you. I would appreciate anything. All right. So I think that is it, except for the creative word of the day. Today, we're just going to go with the word Christmas. So you don't leave your comment here in the live stream. You wait until after it's over. Use the word Christmas in a sentence, and your name will go in for January's drawing for the creative word of the day. And again, congratulations to Linda Faust for being our winner for the month of December. And I want to thank every single one of you for showing up today and chatting. It's always fun. I'm going to try to be very productive today. I might kick my machine once or twice. No, I won't really, but there's times I'd like to. Because I thought about setting out the brother to the side to do one thing of sewing and then switching back, but then I would be switching thread and some bobbins, and I just don't think I'm up for that sort of thing. I just don't. Anyway, okay, thank you, everyone. Oh, Lisa Marie, I have 3 PayPal accounts. She's set up. All right, everyone, thank you so much for hanging out with me today. And remember, Christmas is the word of the day. After this is over, leave me a sentence in the comments below. I have my Bernina 930 for 40 years. Oh, I love that. Still sews very smoothly. That is wonderful. That is wonderful. I think they were made differently then. I really do. I really, really do. Drop it again. Terry, now, don't tempt me. Don't tempt me. Okay, everyone, take care. Until Sunday, you take care. Be kind out there. The world needs more of that, especially this time of year. People are just crazy out there. Okay?